Yeah. How did I get into squash? Didn't typically follow the usual where maybe family members and friends play and you kind of go along to the club and with the parents and get chucked on a court as kind of play group or something. I played a lot of sports as a kid, and yeah, I was very fortunate. We had a sports centre here which had a lot of clubs, and I just wanted to try everything. At the sports centre where you walked in, the squash courts were right there. There was 3 all in a row, and there was just this loud banging of the ball off the wall. It sounded incredible, like as a 8-9-year-old as I walked in, and it's just something I always wanted to try. So when the kids lessons started, I just went along, and yeah, I just liked it better. I always kind of preferred individual sports. I think like I did play team sports, which were great, but there was elements to the individual sports that I really loved, and kind of like that gladiatorialness about you and someone else in the box all getting hot and sweaty and smacking the ball hard and running as fast as you could. And I've tried to make my game have a little bit more finesse than that now, but yeah, I just loved it. It was just the one for me. What am I up to now? So I've had came into lockdown kind of beginning of March, had a tournament in Egypt, and then we went into a bit of lockdown, and I've just been making the most of it, really, like training where I can with what I can. I don't know about you guys, but we're not really near back getting into squash clubs and on a squash court and things, which is a bit frustrating. There's like, I've just seen a lot of my rivals getting back into it, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, just trying to keep happy, keep healthy, and try and still make improvements where I can, even though I'm not really on court. So yeah.
Great, thank you.
I did actually see in your other workouts that you were asking for a fun fact. So I was really hoping you were going to ask me.
Let's hear it.
So I actually wanted to do, I'm going to give you 4 facts, and you've got to tell me which one you think's a lie.
Oh, okay.
So 3 are going to be right, and 1 is going to be absolute garbage. So here we go.
We can type in the chat, everybody.
Yeah, type in the chat. First person to type in the chat with the false one is the winner. Where's the chat? Oh, there we go. Okay, first one. I was bitten by a shark when I was 14. Don't look in my eyes, I might give it away. I spent 3 years part of the England squash setup instead of Scotland. My mum is a sumo wrestler. And 4th one, I'm studying brewing and distilling at university. Which one's a lie?
Studying what? What was the last one?
I'm studying brewing and distilling at university. Don't let the starter
putting in the sumo wrestler as a mom. What does everyone else think? Okay, most of the folks are saying shark bite from Parija, and probably 5 or 6 people are saying the sumo wrestler for a mom. I'm very excited for the answer.
It's a sumo wrestler.
Yeah.
When I was making up the facts, my mom was like, I do have a sumo costume through there. I could dress up as one and walk behind you. And I was like, no, let's just not do that.
We could do, what's it
my
called?
mom is a sumo wrestler. Pardon?
I was going to say that could be like the Easter egg at the end of the workout. We get like a little...
Yeah.
This is my mom in the background. That's
so
awesome.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I loved your fun fact, and yes, we're super excited for workouts so that we all look like sumo wrestlers at the end of quarantine. You know, we've been doing these workouts since the beginning of April, so it's, you know, I wasn't sure how long we would be going on, but you know, I'm not feeling comfortable going back to squash, and I'm just loving, you know, having squash pros in my living room and all of our squash friends, you know, coming together. So, you know, every day doesn't feel, you know, the same, but definitely know when it's Sunday because of these workouts. So thank you for coming and hosting our workout. And everybody, Lisa is world number 41. She's done workouts for Illinois Squash in the past for Women's Squash Week, which was in October. It feels like a long time ago now, but we're really excited. And, you know, at the end, if anyone has questions or throughout, feel free to type into the chat. And then Lisa, we'll turn it over to you to do the workout.
Cool. Yeah, so thanks for having me, because I know that you guys have been turning up every Sunday and getting the work done with the different pros. So like, well done to you guys. And also, yeah, thanks for having me. Like Emily, I think you asked me to do this 3 months ago. So the excitement's been building for 3 months. I had a look back at some of the workouts you've been doing before with the other pros, just to try and keep it a bit fresh. But what I decided I wanted to do was give you a taste of what some of my conditioning looks like, or certainly has looked like through lockdown. So while some of the exercises are quite hard to do repeatedly, some others are easy, and it's important that you guys go at your pace, scale the exercises back to what suits you and your needs, whether that's activity level or because of a previous or existing injury. Also pop in the chat if you'd like me to give an alternative. I'll try where I can to show a scaled back version. Alternatively, if you don't fancy my exercise at all, pick one that you like, do that. Or if in doubt, star jump. Star jumps are always good. So just a little outline of what I want to go through today. We'll start with a bit of a warm up that I like to start most of my sessions with, a little bit of footwork and a little bit of balance. We'll go through kind of just the basics and move on, because there's a few different components that I want to cover today. From there, we'll move to a strength component, then a plyometric component, and then finish with two kind of circuit-y type things. I really like CrossFit and that kind of metabolic circuit-y conditioning type workouts. So I've picked an EMOM and an AMRAP, and I'm not sure if anyone's familiar with those words, but an EMOM stands for every minute on the minute, and AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible within a certain time. But when we get there, I'll chat you through that. So that's enough chatting. Let's just get started with the warm-up. So the footwork, if you just kind of go on my lead, I'll talk you through it. I think you can all see my feet. So we're just going to start off pretty light, kind of being light on our feet, getting our hips loose. This warm-up, this footwork kind of reminds me of salsa dancing. So if you can have that, I mean, I'm really not a salsa dancer, I'm really not a good dancer at all, but if you can get that kind of flowing and rhythmical movements into your head, and then I'll just talk you through it as we go. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to go forwards and backwards. So lead with one leg, forwards and backwards. Get your arms loose, everything quite loose. Try and get some movement through your hips. Starting off the day, my hips hopefully are a bit looser than you guys, because I've been up for several more hours. So we're just going to change, leading the leg. So the next leg is going to come forward and back. Try and really feel every part of your foot in your shoe, waking up all the toes, waking up the hips, arms nice and loose. Change back to the other leg, leading forward, forwards and back. Okay, from here, we're going to go to the side. So we're going to go to the right, to the left. A little sink in. When you get comfortable with the movement and the rhythm, try and speed it up a little bit. Again, you're trying to sink through the knees and through the hips. When you're a bit comfortable, try and just speed that up a little. If anyone's a professional salsa dancer, I really apologize comparing these two things, but this is what it reminds me of. Okay, from here, we're going to go back into forwards and backwards. Pick any leg to lead. Again, a little bit quicker if you can. Should start to notice Your heart rate increasing a little. Change back to the other leg forward. Back to the side. See if you can get a little bit more spring in your step this time. Okay, I'm going to introduce one on the exact same movement, but on the diagonal. So diagonal, just pretend there's a diagonal line drawn. Any leg first. It's almost like you're going in to play a shot and back. You can add in some arms if you like. Okay, we're going to change to the other diagonal. Nice and light on your feet, springy, sinking from the hips and the knees. Back to forward and back. Change legs. Sides. Diagonals. Keep your arms loose. Other diagonal. And take a rest there. So hopefully you should be feeling your heart rate increased a little bit. So whilst we are a little bit out of breath, we're just going to do some balance work. So what I want you to do is come onto one leg. And from there, bring your arms up and over your head. Get as tall as you can. You're going to bring one hand forward and one hand back. Back up to the top. Back down to the side. Back up again. And change legs. Arms up to the top. One front, one back. Change. Up to the top and back down. Okay, this time we're just going to make it a little bit harder by adding in a little pulse. Okay, so onto one leg, a little pulse. Everything, upper body still nice and loose. Then it's the same thing. Bring the arms up. One front, one back. One front, one back. And change legs. Start your pulse, get comfortable. Arms up. One front, one back. One front, one back. Oh. And back to the start. Okay, third time. We're going to try all of that with our eyes closed. Okay? Onto one leg. Start your pulse with your eyes open until you're comfortable. And then close your eyes. If you find it too challenging, just keep your eyes open and go through the sequence again. Arms up. Or try one eye open, one eye closed maybe. You might find that one leg is easier than the other. And change. And stop there. We're just going to go back into that footwork sequence again that we did at the start. This time try and make it a lot quicker. So we'll start with the forwards and backs. Okay, so think about more like I'm loose, my hips are loose, and now I'm just trying to get some fast feet going. Okay, straight into sides. Back to forwards and backwards, but with the other leg. Sides. Diagonal. Other diagonal. Sides. and stop there. Take a quick drink. If you need a drink, take a quick drink. Whew. So typically, I like to have, that's maybe like a really brief, it's obviously a brief warm up, but I like to include a lot of quick feet stuff, a lot of rhythmical stuff. Those exercises, I like to introduce a tennis ball as well. So whilst I'm doing those footwork patterns, I'll be throwing the tennis ball off the wall at the same time, just trying to get hand-eye coordination and rhythm all going at the same time. So let's move into our strength component. I've picked 3 exercises, and because we're not in a gym and we don't have weights, I've had to think outside the box about how to still get some strength gains or recruit the muscles in the right way. And the way that I've been learning, I think, is good for that is by doing some holds. So I've picked a squat, a split squat, and a press up. So we're gonna go down for 3, hold for 3, and come back up. So just to show you what that looks like on the squat. Squat position, I'm sure you've all done a squat before. Keep your chest up. We're gonna go down slowly. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna hold. 1, 2, 3, and back up. Okay, so we're gonna do 5 of those. Okay, so first one, down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3, and back up. Down again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Not sure if that's 4 or 5, so let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3. 2, 3, and back up. Okay, the next one we're going to do is split squat. So you're just going to put one leg forward, one leg back. And we're going to go down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Stay in the split. And we're going to go again for another 2. 1.
Is the back knee touching?
Try not to. If you can keep your knee off the floor, that would be perfect. But if you want to touch it down, it's too hard, that's also fine. And back up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Give the legs a shake. They should start to like fill up a bit, feel a little bit lactic. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Down. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Back up. Down. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Back up. Okay, last one in the sequence is press up. So for those who are amazing at press ups, which is not me, ideally we want to go down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 3 and back up. For a kind of easier version than that, press up, hold. So just stay in this position and then come back up. Or you can go onto your knees. Okay, so on your knees, if you want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, back up. You choose whichever suits you. Okay, so we're going to do 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Down. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Back up. Down. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. Back up. 2 more. Down. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, back up, down, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, back up. Okay, give yourself a shake. I'm going to go through that once more, and then we'll get into a bit of a fun circuit. Okay, so squats, down for 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, back up and down. The 1, 2, 3 is kind of starting to grate on me, so I'm going to stop counting and just follow my lead. And down. Back up. 2 more. Back up. Last one. Back up. Okay, split squat again. Whichever leg forward first you choose. And down. And up. These are not very nice. Back up. Don't particularly enjoy these. Back up. Little shake, change legs. And hold. Back up. Down. And up. Last one. Back up. Press ups. And down. And up. And up. Down. 2, 3. And up. 2 more. And up, last one. And back up. Little shake. So that's the strength part done. Hopefully you're all feeling warm, starting to build a bit of lactic, starting to get a little bit shaky. Just looking at the chat. Cool. So Plyos, plyometrics. So I do a lot of plyometrics in my training. Obviously squash is really quite explosive. That's something that I've been trying to work on a little bit more during this time, because obviously with the court being eliminated, it's allowed us to focus on other areas a lot more, which has been great. So a little bit like the strength, we're not going to do it in a circuit type thing. With the plyometric movements, I'd like us to focus on good quality movements, and they're not a race. And if you feel like you're starting to lose your technique with them and they're maybe not as effective as they should be, then just stop until we go to the next one. So I've got three exercises. I'll go through them all once with you, and then we'll go through them a further twice. So the first one is squat jump. So we've been in the squat position before. What I'm looking for here is height on the squat, okay? So we're gonna go down, and then we're gonna explode up. That's one. Down, explode up. So that powerful movement of driving up through the floor is the movement that we're focusing on, okay? So that's the first one. The second one is lateral side hop and pop. Now, I made up that name. Side hop and pop is definitely not a technical name. So we're looking for side and hop, side, hop, side, hop. Okay, so it requires a little bit of balance as well, as you saw, I nearly fell over. Next one is split squat jumps, and these are also for height, like the first squat jump. So like the position we've just been in, we're gonna go down, drive up, and change legs. Drive up, change legs. Okay, so again, they're not for speed. We're just looking for that drive up to the roof. The next one is pogos. So imagine you're on a pogo stick. You're literally going to jump straight up in the air, trying to get your toes up to the roof. And the last one, I hope you've all got a bit of room. It's just a broad jump forward, so a forward jump. It's going to look a little like that. Don't worry, I'm not going to come through the screen. So we're going to do 6 reps of each exercise and then take a little break. Yeah, I was gonna copy it into the, I can copy the exercises in if that's easier. So I just have them here on the notes. So good job. Okay, first one, squat jumps. So 6 reps.
Should we try to land on our toes or heels? Does it matter?
I would try to land on, like, just generally on your foot, not forward, not back, just kind of flat. Yeah. Okay, so lateral side hop and pop. Next one is split squat jumps for height, just in your own time. Next one is the pogo jumps. And last one is the broad jumps. So we're just going to do 3 broad jumps. Okay, good stuff. Take a little break there. Oh, I've just found a way to see you all, sorry. I could only see Emily before, now I can see you all. Well done, Emily, you were doing a great job. Whew. Okay, we're gonna go through that plyometric sequence one more time. No questions. Cool, so let's start with the squat jumps. Really drive through the floors, try to get as much height as you can. Next one is the side hop and pop. With that one, you definitely want to find your balance on the side hop before you do the pop. It's a tricky one. Next one, we've got split squat jumps, 3 each side. And pogos, 6 pogos. And three forward jumps or broad jumps to finish. Okay, good stuff. Some good techers going on there. Also very jealous of the outdoorness of some people. Cool, grab a drink if you need. And I'll just explain a little bit about this next part. I'm going to put the next part into the chat so you can all look at it as I explain it. Cool. So I have a timer here. The timer is going to beep every minute. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Is there 7 there? 6. Cool. So we're going to do that essentially twice round. So the first one is clock lunge. So lunges, I'm sure you've all done loads of lunges. I hope the squash players have been getting you doing lunges. On a clock face. So for the full minute, I want you to start at midday and work your way around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And it's just going to be, I want you to go on the same leg every time. So right leg round the clock for the whole minute. And when we go round it again, I want you to do left leg and work the other way round. 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay? So that's clock lunge. The next one is frog, jump and shuffle, and it's kind of like what we just did. We're going to do it continuously for the whole minute. Just do it in your own time. So it's going to be jump, shuffle back, jump, shuffle back. So it's up to you guys how fast and how slow you want to do it. The next one is mountain climbers. So just opposite. Rotate your legs in and out. I'm sure you've done that before. Again, if you need to stop, have a break, that's absolutely fine. The clock's just always going to be rolling. So for those of you that want to really push it for the minute, you feel free to do that too. The next one, butt kicks and down ups. So basically we're going to be kicking our butts the whole time. And when I shout down to the ground, back up, back into butt kicks. So we'll see how mean I'm feeling, how many times we have to go down. The next one is speed skate. So it's kind of like that, the one we just did, the side hop, but take a shorter distance and try and make it a bit quicker. Next one's nice, but deceivingly awful. It's arm circles. So we're just going to be here. We're just going to be circling our arms, getting our breath back, trying to focus on good posture. We're going to be going one direction for 30 seconds and then the other direction. So a nice easy one to finish. And we're going to do that twice. So it'll be 6 minutes and then 6 minutes. We're just going to go straight in, no breaks.
For the clock squash, how deep should we go into our, not squash, lunge. How deep should we go into our lunges?
You choose.
Okay.
Whatever feels comfortable. Don't go so deep that you can't get that explosive recoil off the shot. Okay. So you don't want to go too deep that you lose the form or you get stuck in the lunge. You want to kind of make it in and out quick, because if you were hitting the shot and getting off super fast. Right. So you guys judge what feels good for you. Thumbs up everywhere else. Does that sound good? Nice. Okay, so apologies for the heavy breathing that's going to come from my screen. And we're good to go. Hopefully you can hear this timer. So let's start off. Any leg you choose, right or left, that you're starting with, and clock lunge. Off we go. You can add in arms to play a shot here if you want, or if you want to just focus on the quality of the lunge. For the people who are really fast, you're going to get dizzy. I apologize. So try not to go too fast that you are losing the form of the lunge. The quality of the lunge is really important. What I think about when I'm doing this is that I'm trying to get on and off the ball as quick as possible. So almost like the ground is lava. My foot goes down, it comes back up. I'm just continually trying to explode back off that shot. Okay, straight into the frog jump and shuffle back. Should start filling the legs up this one. Halfway. Seconds left, keep going. Five. Okay, we got the mountain climbers next. Remember to take breaks if you need to. This is quite a hard one. Keep going. This is horrible. Whew. Next one is butt kicks. Okay, be ready to get to the ground and back up. Once I've got my breath back, down, back up, straight into butt kicks, keep it going. Down. Halfway. Down. Down. Three, two, one. Good job. We've got speed skate now. Speed skate. Try not to set off too quick with this one because it can burn very fast. Again, you're looking for a good balance when you land and then explosive movement to the next side. "20 seconds left, come on." My glutes are burning, I hope your glutes are burning. If your glutes are burning, you can just go a little side to side, whichever you feel. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Last one, arm circles. Thank the Lord for arm circles. Whew. Okay, make sure you're taking deep breaths here. Get your breath back because we're going straight back in. Okay, we'll do 30 seconds one way and then we'll switch. Change direction. So backwards if you were going forwards. Make sure you got good posture. Shoulders back, down, chest out. It's a deceiving one. You think, oh, arm circles, yes. And then it starts to burn. Okay, we got 5 seconds left. And then we're straight back in to our clock lunge. Okay, opposite leg for the clock lunge. You can choose which direction you can go, whatever you're comfortable with. The most important thing about this is that explosive movement back off the ball. Add in a swing if you want to. So you're trying to keep the back leg always in one position. You're just coming in and out. Back leg's always anchored to the ground. Good stuff. Next one is the frog jump. Shuffle back. Frog jump. When you shuffle back, try and stay low. So you get into the low. So your legs are always engaged. Halfway. Fifteen seconds, keep going. Three, two, one. Into mountain climbers. Go on, keep pushing. I know it's burning. Keep going, everyone. Oh. Whew. Speed scare, is it? No, butt kicks, butt kicks, butt kicks. Whew. Deep breaths, because we're going down. Back up. Remember, I can see everyone now, so I hope nobody's going down and staying down. Back up into the butt kicks. And down. Back up. Come on, keep going. 20 seconds left. And down. Back up as fast as you can. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Good job. Okay. Speed skate. We are machines. Repeat after me. We are machines. We are machines. Keep telling yourself. Halfway.
I was gonna say, this machine's a little rusty.
My machine is breaking down. I need a mechanic.
Oil change.
10 seconds, come on. Come on. Loving the Scottish squash background, by the way. And change. What we got next? Arm circles. Whew. Take deep breaths. Last exercise in this little block. Whew. 10 more seconds. Remember that good posture, stand nice and tall, chest out, shoulders back. Change direction. If you don't want to circle, you can just hold your arms out. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds, come on. Get these shoulders back strong for hitting the ball. And stop.
Activity completed.
It's really deceptive, that lady on the interval app. She says activity completed, but don't be fooled. We are not completed yet. She's just playing with you. Take a drink, shake the legs, shake the arms. Just take a breather a second. That was tough. Tough 12 minutes, it was really good. Anyone got any comments on that or any thoughts they want to share?
Time for a pit stop. So for the circling arm, are you going from small circle to a large circle and back, or just keep
the circles going, whichever size of circles you want.
okay.
Whoever's more comfortable.
Nothing is comfortable.
Yeah, you're right. I think when you start off, it's easier to kind of keep a quicker, shorter circle, and then as they're tired, you're like doing big ovals rather than circles, and yeah. So whatever feels like you can do. Is it wine?
It's tea. My secret energy.
Yeah, and I promise there's no whiskey in here. Okay.
Yeah, for you though, right?
Pardon?
Oops. It's happy hour for you.
Always happy hour. Every hour is happy hour. Okay, I'm going to put the next little bit into the chat. And this is the last bit. Okay, this is all we got left. We got 12 minutes. We got 12 minutes of work. It's hard, but it's quick. So if everyone can see the screen, we have got an AMRAP of 12. So AMRAP means as many reps as possible or as many rounds as possible. So this is one that you go at your own pace. However, go at your own pace, do it as quick or as slow as you like. I'm going to try and do it as fast as I can, but there's a little brackets in there, and that is whenever the clock will be going 12 minutes, but it's still going to beep every minute. When it beeps every minute, we drop and do 3 burpees. Even if you are in the burpee part, you do 3 more. So say you've just moved on to burpees, you got 10, it beeps, you've now got 13. Or you're in the shoulder taps, it beeps, stop your shoulder taps, do 3 burpees, back to your shoulder taps. Okay, so I'll just show you a little demo of all the exercises. This is Alan Clyne's favorite. It must run in the Scottish blood. I know he's a fan of burpees. So plank shoulder taps. you're going to go straight arm plank position, and you're going to tap the opposite shoulder. 10. Okay, it's 10 of everything to keep the numbers easy. If anyone wants one exercise change, then let me know. Next one is tuck jumps. So tuck jumps, you're going to jump up, trying to get your knees as high as possible. Okay, so 10 of those. 10 burpees. So choose which burpee you want to do. If you want to go chest to floor, which chest, or whether you just want to go straight arm burpees. Also, there's an option of going out and just walking the feet back in, whichever you like. Next one, we've got front V counter drops. So I want you to pretend you're on the T and you're going to go front forehand counter drop, back to the T, front backhand, back to the T. So working in that V. So if you want to put a bottle, or you want to just swing with your hand or a racket, whatever. So I'm going to try and stay low the whole time. You can choose if you want to take 1 step, 2 step. We're just really trying to visualize that counter drop. And yeah, 10 of those, so 5 each side. I am a lefty, yes. Good observation. Any other lefties? Yes, I thought so. I did think that. Cool, so we're going to just get stuck in. Let's just get this done. So if you can't hear the beep, I'll shout that was time to do your burpees. So I hope you can all see the screen, because we're all going to be going at different times. So you have to kind of try and remember where you're at and follow. It's plank shoulder taps, tuck jumps, burpees, front V of the counter drops. Okay, if you forget, just come look at the screen and then get back in. Okay, let's start with 3 burpees. Here we go. Okay, after that, you're into your shoulder taps. Burpees, stop and drop. Three burpees. I should have said, you're not going to hear much from me in the next 10 minutes. Trying to focus on breathing. Remember to stop and take a break when you need, okay? It's up to you. Just as many rounds as you can do. Five seconds and we're into some burpees. Whew, that was a quick minute. Oh, it sucks when you're already in the burpees and you've got to do the burpees. So disclaimer, I didn't do this workout before I planned it or before we did it, and that was probably a mistake. Whew. Like I say, take a break, take a drinks break when you need to. And then get stuck back in. That sounded like there was whiskey in my water bottle, but honestly there's not. 3 burpees, come on. Burpees, come on. Keep pushing, everyone. If you think like the quality of your movements is starting to suffer, just take a break, get your breath back, let the body recover again, and then get stuck in, okay? What we don't want to see is bad form or the movement suffering, because then you're more likely to hurt yourself. So take a break when you need to, get your form back, and then get stuck in. We've got 4 minutes left. 4 minutes left to work. 3 burpees. 10 seconds and 3 burpees. Come on, everyone, keep going. Not long left. Three burpees, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to work. Let's make it good. Make it quality. Quality movements only. Scale it back if you need to. Push on if you feel good. I do not feel good.
Everybody is crushing it. I'm impressed. Good job, Avi. Good job, Sahar. I'm taking a break.
3 burpees, come on. 1 minute left. Absolutely smashing it. Good job, everyone. Keep going. This is the last push. Come on. Keep pushing. Twenty seconds left. Go on. It's 10 all in the 5th. It's 10 all in the 5th. Who's gonna break?
Activity completed.
Stop. Whew.
Woo, good job, everybody. Oh my God.
Oh. Wow, that was tough. I would say sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. But you guys did amazing.
We will send you 10 all in the 5th.
10 all every time. Every time. And they're just that little bit more tired than you. You've got the edge. When I planned this, I thought, oh yeah, that'll be tough, but it'll be good. It's exactly what we want on a Sunday morning. And then, yeah, it's one of those ones you're like, I think you thought you were maybe better than you are. But no, you guys did awesome. Well done.